Hi there, it's Ray with Tarot Living. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to go through the meaning of the Two of Pentacles. So here's an example of the Two of Pentacles. This one's from the Anna K Tarot. So that's a very common depiction where you have someone who's juggling, a couple of balls or two pentacles in the air. And the reason for that is that the astrological attributes that are associated with this card is the planet Jupiter in Capricorn. Or in the 10th house. It also sits in the 10th house of Capricorn. So the reason that the person is juggling is because those energies are very different. So a Capricorn or Saturn is always interested in something that's structured and form and order and things being, quite under control. And Jupiter comes in and says, I want to grow and expand and learn something new, and they're very optimistic. That particular energy of the planet is very just really wanting to learn and grow. And so it's wanting to take Saturn or Capricorn outside of its comfort zone. So that's why there's usually a juggling going on, because it's two very different energies. So I'm going to go into that particular aspect and just general meanings of the Two of Pentacles in more detail. So while I do that, just go ahead and take a look at all of the different cards that I've put on the video for Two of Pentacles, so you can take a look at how it's depicted in various decks. Thanks for joining me. So the twos in tarot relate to aspects of life that include balance, choice, duality, change and flux, along with opposition or opposing energies. Those are some of the things that twos mean. So if you are pulling the Two of Pentacles in a reading, you may want to consider some of the following ideas. That it often means that you're really trying to balance your life or balance things within your life, because you tend to have many things going on. You may feel like you're juggling a number of aspects of life. You have too many balls in the air or too much on your plate. So it may be really asking you to reassess and determine, what you need to do to rebalance yourself. It can also mean that the individual has a lot going on in terms of work and home life, and that they need to take a look at how to balance those out properly. I mean, maybe you've got two jobs going, 2 or 3 jobs, or maybe you're working long hours and not putting in the effort or energy that you need to at home and with family. So that could be calling you to, again, rebalance things in your life. It sometimes symbolizes an individual who is a single parent, who is, certainly has a lot of responsibilities at home and a lot of responsibilities at work to try and keep the home going and, of course, work going. So that can be an aspect of it as well. Another meaning for this card can be that it relates to your finances, because pentacles are always going to relate back to finances and money issues and money matters. So this may mean that there isn't necessarily something really significant or difficult going on necessarily, but that it may mean there's some ups and downs going on with finances, and that you may be really called to try and balance your budget at this time. Sometimes you'll see in the background of the Two of Pentacles a ship that is kind of rolling or, negotiating over very, high waves. And this can really represent that as an individual, you may have the ability to be flexible and adaptable and kind of have the ability to rebalance when there's many situations going on or different things going on or environmental changes that you're experiencing. So that's always a really positive aspect of this card. It may also be that you can take a look at some of the words that are on these cards. I think we've got 2 cards that have the word change. There's one on the Thoth deck, and I think there's another one on a second deck as well. And that word change is there because it goes back to the astrological information I was giving, which is that Jupiter is really coming up against the energy of Capricorn, and Capricorn, relates to Saturn or the 10th house. And those aspects or those astrological points are really all about structure and form and order. And Jupiter is very much about growth and expansion and learning and growing And so they're very opposing energies. So sometimes it's, Jupiter is coming in and saying, you really need to make some changes, or these old patterns are just not going to work anymore. And so it's calling you to make changes. So that's often why they have the word change, or one of the reasons, or a way of looking at why they have the word change on some of the cards. So just remember that astrologically, this particular card sits in the 10th house, along with the 3 and 4 of Pentacles, which I'll go through in a separate video. And with those 3 cards being associated with the 10th house, they're what we call cardinal cards, and it's a cardinal house. So there's cardinal, fixed, and mutable in terms of modality. So those 3 cards are cardinal cards, and they are associated with a cardinal house, which is the 10th house. Now this is just important if you're wanting to know a little bit more about the modality of those cards. And so cardinal can often be a very active modality, very ambitious, enthusiastic, independent, and taking initiative. Likes to start projects, but may have trouble finishing them. So those are some of the aspects of cardinal in terms of a modality. I hope this explanation of the 2 of Pentacles has been helpful for you to get a deeper understanding of the meaning of this particular card. So please do check out my other videos on card meanings. Thanks for watching Tarot Living. Have a great day.